Good morning, y'all. My name is Devin Bowles. I play Joe Jackson Rob in the Michael Jackson the musical here at the Orpheum Theater. And right now you're watching Live at 9.
Gateway Tire is sponsoring today's Live at 9 in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month and offering women 20% off every Tuesday in October at participating stores.
October 1st. Welcome to Live at 9, where Memphis comes alive. Along with your top news, weather with Todd Demers, and trending topics in Coffee with Corey, here's a look at our guest lineup today. We are on the road with WREG Chief Meteorologist Tyler Eliason, who is hitting the pavement to benefit Le Bonheur Children's Hospital on Team Go Jim Go. So we're going to see what he's up to. And we have University of Tennessee Health Science Center Associate Professor and Le Bonheur pediatrician Dr. Cynthia Cross talking about bullying prevention, offering practical advice for parents and teachers to protect our children. Plus, we're taking you on location with Turner Construction to see how they're shaping the future of Memphis from the ground up while keeping safety in mind. All this and more. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's kick off this incredible hour together. But first, be sure to record the show so you never miss an episode. Connect with us online. Our website ends with .tv, liveat9.tv. That's also our handle on social media, so check us out. Our first day of a new month began with some cooler temperatures across the greater Memphis area. To find out if they're going to stick around, let's head on over here to weather expert Todd Demers. Hey, Todd, how's it looking out there to you?
I'm just curious. I know that you get up about, 4:35. You take a 3-mile run. Did you see any fog early this morning when you were up early?
Did this man say 3-mile run?
Oh, you're up to 5 miles now? How far?
Yeah. Let's
Here's the cloudy skies right now. If you saw some fog, it is indeed gone, but we have some leftover cloud cover in the area as part of a cold front that's moving through the Mid-South. It's actually going to help keep the temperatures in check throughout the course of the day, and we're also going to be feeling a slightly stronger flow of northerly winds coming into the Mid-South. So if you're out and about, whether you're walking or running, you're probably going to notice that cool, comfortable breeze across the area as this cooler air tries to spill into the Mid-South. It probably won't get here until later on tonight. So for the next 12 hours or so, our temperatures will remain quite mild. We'll warm out of the upper 60s and lower 70s into the lower 80s throughout the course of the afternoon. And then those northerly winds will really kick in. By tomorrow morning, temperatures are down into the low and mid 50s by daybreak behind this frontal boundary. And much of tomorrow is looking very comfortable as well. 83, not too bad. Return of sunshine in those northerly winds. If you've been waiting for that car wash, time is now, because it's going to be dry and stable over the next several days. Head on out, take care of business. Still to come, we're going to talk about today's cold front. That's cold front number 1. We actually have 2 cold fronts I'll be talking about that you'll see in the 7-day forecast, and they will have a major impact on temperatures here in the Mid-South. Stick around. Your complete forecast just minutes away, Kanji.
All right, then. Enjoy maybe a run, Todd. Topping our news this morning, as inflation continues to drive grocery prices higher, food assistance benefits are going up as well, but not by much. Beginning today, several changes to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, are set to start. The program is designed to help low-income people and families pay for groceries, and now recipients will see the amount they get change slightly as the maximum allotments go up by a few dollars. As of October 1st, the maximum SNAP benefits in 48 states and Washington, D.C. will range from $292 to more than $1,700. Officials say the income threshold to qualify is lower this year than it was last year. Another change to who qualifies for SNAP also starts today. Under the Fiscal Responsibility Act, more people will be required to prove they're actively working, training, or in school. Also happening today, closing arguments set to begin in the federal trial of 3 former Memphis police officers. Attorneys for Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith rested their cases on Monday without calling any of them to testify in their own defense. The 3 former officers face federal charges that they violated Tyree Nichols' civil rights in a beating that turned deadly back in 2023. Haley, Bean, and Smith pleaded not guilty to charges of excessive force, failure to intervene, and obstructing justice through witness tampering. A total of 5 former officers were indicted on those federal charges. 2, Desmond Mills and Emmett Martin, pleaded guilty and testified for prosecutors. Tyree Nichols died 3 days after the beating. An autopsy report shows Nichols died from blows to the head. The 5 officers have also been charged with second-degree murder in state court, where they pleaded not guilty. Mills and Martin are expected to change their pleas. A trial date in state court has not been set. New this morning, Arkansas Attorney General is suing YouTube and its parent company. Attorney General Tim Griffin filed the suit in state court and accuses the video sharing platform of being deliberately addictive and fueling a mental health crisis among youth in the state. Griffin also accuses them of violating the state's deceptive trade practices and public nuisance laws. The lawsuit claims the site is addictive and has resulted in the state spending millions on expanded mental health and other services for young people. It will be interesting how they can tie that to the charge. Well, Alphabet's Google, which owns the video service and is also named as a defendant in the case, denied the lawsuit's claims. The company says YouTube requires users under 17 to get their parents' permission before using the site, while accounts for users younger than 13 must be linked to a parental account. But it's possible to watch YouTube without an account. We're following breaking news this morning. Tens of thousands of dock workers at ports from Maine to Texas are on strike. That massive walkout started at midnight and could reignite inflation and cause a shortage of goods. As Colorama reports, those ports involved handle roughly half of the nation's cargo from ships.
The strike shutting down 36 ports from Maine to Texas. 4,500 workers joining the picket line right here in New York, New Jersey area.
No work without a fair contract.
The worry is this work stoppage could reignite inflation and cause shortages of goods if it goes on for more than a few weeks. If this strike lasts more than a few days, we'll start feeling the effects when it comes to bananas, coffee, alcohol, cars, car parts, furniture, and raw materials like wood and cotton, according to the Census Bureau.
People do not need to rush out to the grocery store and stockpile goods like they did during the pandemic. I want to be very clear about that. We do not want to see people reach that level of anxiety because we are not there.
About 45,000 members of the International Longshoremen's Association are on strike after their contract expired at midnight. This is the first strike in 47 years. The longshoremen are asking for a 77% wage increase over 6 years and a ban on automation. The average salary of a dock worker is anywhere from $88,000 to $200,000 with overtime. The U.S. Maritime Alliance said it was prepared to offer a 50% wage increase and limits on automation, but no deal was reached. The toy industry is calling on Washington to mediate a deal ahead of the holidays.
This is a critical shipping period for the toy industry. Replenishment and continual flow of goods is critically important throughout September and October to make sure that November and December the shelves are full and the hot products are on the shelves ready to go.
Governor Hochul says state and federal officials are ready to open up stockpiles if necessary, particularly for healthcare workers.
Later today, CBS is hosting the first and likely only debate between the 2 men vying to be the next vice president of the United States. Ohio Republican Senator J.D. Vance and Minnesota Democratic Governor Tim Walz will face off on primetime television. CBS Evening News anchor Norah O'Donnell and Face the Nation host Margaret Brennan will moderate, but will not interrupt the debate to fact check. CBS News says that will largely be up to the nominees. Residents of Western North Carolina are lining up for water and food, hunting for cell signals and dragging buckets from creeks to flush toilets. Days after Hurricane Helene's remnants swarmed that region. Just take a look at all of this damage. Today, work will continue to clear roads, restore power, and try to reach those who are still stranded in these neighborhoods. Supplies are being airlifted to places cut off by mudslides and washed out roads. The death toll across the southeast has reached more more than 130, including here in Tennessee. The Tennessee Emergency Management Agency is leading the response to the aftermath of the storm across the volunteer state. Reporter Tori Gessner has the latest on that report.
Search, rescue, and recovery are top of mind in East Tennessee.
This is going to be a long haul.
The Tennessee Emergency Management Agency is coordinating the state's response to the aftermath. Director Patrick Sheehan says there are at least 3 confirmed deaths. More than 100 people and counting are still missing.
When we lose Tennesseans, when we lose friends, families, and neighbors, that makes this disaster a tragic disaster.
The concentration of the flooding happening along the Pigeon, Nolichucky, and French Broad rivers. The governor and others surveying the damage over the weekend.
You see homes washed away, you see businesses washed away, you see, bridges washed out.
As of noon today, more than 11,000 customers were still without power, according to TEMA, not counting some of the hardest hit areas. One of the biggest challenges right now, communication, forcing officials to use radios and other devices to connect.
Wireless communications in East Tennessee, Western North Carolina, in the Appalachian Mountains, if you've been there, if you vacation there, you know that your cell phone signals are not a given thing on the best looking day. This makes it much worse and much harder.
Road closures also making things more difficult for first responders. A more long-term concern, water access. The intake systems in Greenville and Newport are destroyed, and more than a dozen other public drinking water systems are reporting issues. In the meantime, the Tennessee National Guard is airdropping water and other supplies to those who are stranded.
Once the news cameras go away, this community is still going to need help. And again, this type of disaster is a years and decades kind of recovery.
Reporting in Nashville, I'm Tori Gessner.
President Joe Biden is planning to survey the devastation in the mountains of western North Carolina Wednesday. Meanwhile, officials ask that you stay away from the affected areas until the state can give the go-ahead. Each affected county has its own donation center with specific requests for supplies. You can learn more at t.gov/TEMA. And still ahead, Team Go Jim Go hit the road early this morning. We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Tyler Eliason, get an update on the fundraising efforts for Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. Plus, pediatrician Dr. Cynthia Cross is sitting down with us to talk about how to prevent bullying at home and beyond. All that and more coming up. Welcome back to Live at 9. Thank you for staying with us. Time now to check in with weather expert Todd Demers here now. with the latest on our forecast. Hi, Todd. How are you?
You can't tell that I'm sweating or anything. I did a little 1 mile run while we're in the break there. It was a little difficult with these work shoes, but I got it in under 10 minutes. But just want to make sure that I'm not
10-minute mile.
I know, and in work shoes at that, right? Across the Mid-South this morning, we have the cloudy skies that are slowly going to be clearing here over the next half hour to 45 minutes. We've got a good deal of sunshine on the way, but let me tell you the big deal for today is that we've got a cold front moving through. The return of these northerly breezes are really going to be cooling things down for us across the area over the next 24 hours. So just because I tell you about some low 80s today, we'll have a nice breeze to kind of counter that. 81 and 60 are the norms. We hit 80 yesterday. We're probably going to be in the low 80s today. Have you noticed how the river has been rising rapidly? We talked about this last week, that the recent storms and the recent heavy rains, friends, the river is rising faster than the forecast guidance. Right now at about plus 3.7 feet on the Memphis gauge, and by Friday it's up to 6.2 feet. You may remember it was just last week we were talking about minus 10 feet. It actually was in the top 5 lowest readings ever for the mighty Mississippi River here in Memphis, and we're forecasting out 6.2 feet by the end of the week. 72 right now. Again, these northerly winds are kicking in behind that frontal boundary as the skies clear, the sun returns. Temperatures will be climbing into the low 80s, and with the remnants of that cold front, there's a slight chance there may be a few stray showers across West Tennessee and northern Mississippi, but I'm not really concerned about it. Overnight tonight, we'll see those temperatures drop, and by early tomorrow morning, I'm almost about to say there may be a little bit of a chill in the air. We could be dropping into the upper 40s and lower 50s before recovering into the 70s throughout the afternoon, but tomorrow is going to be looking delightful as well. And as the cold front moves through, if you're outside, you'll probably notice it because the winds will pick up a little bit. They may gust on occasion, and that'll be your indication that that cold front is really pushing through the area, and you're going to feel that drier, cooler air, and high pressure is really going to be building in across the Mid-South. Now, I mentioned there's 2 cold fronts in the area. Here's the first one that just moved through with high pressure, and then I have another cold front that's going to be knocking on our door by the time we get to the end of the week, although I really don't think that cold front's going to be getting here until we get to Sunday and into early Monday. And when you take a closer look at the 7-day forecast, you'll see what I'm talking about. Beautiful weather's ahead for the next couple of days. Then those temperatures slowly try to warm back up by the time that next cold front arrives. We're going to be looking at another cool down with the +3 part of the 10-day forecast showing afternoon highs dropping into the 70s and overnight lows falling back down into the mid-50s. So I know it's October 1st. The first couple of weeks of October are looking pretty spectacular here in the Mid-South, including 2 cold fronts here in our area. Hey, stay with us. Live at 9 continues in just a moment. We'll be right back.
We're back on Live at 9. Now, here's Kanji.
In the United States, about 1 in 5 students ages 12 to 18 experienced bullying during the school year, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. And with October being National Bullying Awareness Month, pediatrician Dr. Cynthia Cross is here to discuss how we can all work to foster safe and supportive environments. Good morning, Dr. Cross. What a big issue.
Good morning. Yeah, it is a big issue. And, you know, it obviously affects the person who's being bullied, but it also affects the bystanders, and it has some effect on the person actually perpetrating the bullying as well. Seems to be most common, believe it or not, in middle school. About 29%
Wow.
of students in middle school say they've experienced bullying. Yeah.
I know when I was growing up, it was my best friend. There was this girl named Tara, and she would bully my best friend. And, you know, I was always trying to just help with that.
Right.
And so there are so many things I want to ask. You know, one, how do you identify if somebody you love is being bullied? And then two, what do you do when this is happening?
Right. So sometimes you'll notice a behavior change in your child or a kid that you love, your niece or a grandchild. Change in behavior, withdrawing from things that they used to like to do. Maybe a kid who used to love school kind of doesn't want to go anymore. Or for younger kids, maybe they're a little bit more clingy to parents. It can look a lot like the signs you see with depression.
Wow. Okay. And what is interesting to me is that as a doctor, you are now, I mean, the field is now getting more training in these types of things.
Yes.
So
yes.
That's fascinating. And then there is this whole issue of the bullying now being cyberbullying.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like the kids can't get away from it. So they're being bullied at school, and then there's cyberbullying. And bullying can take many forms. You know, there's the physical, you know, getting pushed or tripped or kicked or bitten. And then there's relational, where people exclude you from the group, or they start rumors about you, or they get on the internet and they send mean things to you. They can damage your property, so they take your book bag and go through it and trash it. Yeah, it's...
Wow.
It's tough. And, you know, the younger the kid, the tougher it is, because kids internalize things, so they think there's something wrong with them. And certain kids are more vulnerable to bullying if you're different, or people think you're different. You know, we've had a good bit of research into LGBTQ individuals, and if the kids get a gay rumor started, that person may not be gay, but they get bullied because of it, or because you're from a different country or a different ethnicity, or you have learning problems. And sometimes you don't understand why kids are being bullied. Even kids with obesity are bullied.
And so if you are the bullied, I mean, first of all, you know, as an adult, I do want to share that, you know, we've all experienced this in
Yes.
some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
I even think the people who are bullied have been bullied because
Right.
they had to learn it somewhere.
Yes.
So you're not alone. We're all experiencing it in some way. For me, it was actually in college. This guy liked me. She liked him, and then she made my life hell. And
Yeah.
so I just stopped hanging out with
Shame
him.
on her.
Shame on you.
Shame on her.
Yeah. So, you know, but my thing is, it could be like that. Maybe a boy likes you, or maybe it's something else that's
Right.
outside of yourself.
Yeah.
How do you not internalize the bullying?
Yeah, it helps to have strong relationships within your family, within church groups. It helps to have an adult you can talk with. If it's not your parent, maybe it's your aunt or a cousin, but someone to talk to about what's going on and help you sort out your feelings about it, because it's hard not to internalize what people say about you. The younger you are, the more likely what people say about you is internalized. Building strong communities, mentoring, talking to kids about it. Set an example for your kids. And the U.S. Department of Education has an anti-bullying policy. And schools need to reiterate that to the students, that this will not be tolerated. And these are the things that we consider bullying. So maybe the kid who's sending the inflammatory email doesn't know that that's bullying.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when you speak of, just building infrastructures and barriers to prevent this, because it's almost like an age-old thing that's not going away.
No, it's not. I think what has happened, though, over time is we've realized the harm that bullying can cause. It's been cited in suicides, in depression,
school shootings,
in eating disorders, school shootings. Some of these perpetrators have said they were bullied, and that is how they fought back. So recognizing it, making it a policy that it's not going to be tolerated and that it's wrong, and then supporting the victims, the bullies, and the bystanders.
All right, and I know LeBonheur.org has so many resources.
Yes.
You go to that website or you scan that QR code, you can just find out just a litany of information about this and other health issues, and such a big deal. Thank you for starting off this important month with
Absolutely,
that message.
My pleasure.
Dr. Cross, everybody, thank you. Okay, coming up here, one local business makes safety a priority on their job sites. We're going to take you to one with Turner Construction and show you how. Plus, if you're ready to update your wardrobe, one state is changing the way clothing companies operate. We're going to explain how coming up. The following portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Turner Construction. I'm here with Clayton Wilcox, and we're actually on the site of a construction project. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
So you kind of have a three-pronged approach.
Yeah, we still have active caring out here, so we try to take care of our workers both physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's really helpful for us to make sure that our workers are safe. They're coming to work every day, they're leaving every day, but they're also taken care of while they're here, and they're enjoying their work environment too.
I heard somebody whistling and singing earlier, so
That's right.
I know this is true.
That's right.
Why is it important for you to implement different strategies to make sure that happens?
It can get really repetitive if you repeat the same thing over and over again. So we try to have a couple different methods that we use in order to keep everybody safe out here. So PPE is obviously a big one, making sure we wear our vests and hard hats to make sure that our workers are safe every day.
Okay, so we're going to dig into that. You have a buddy.
That's right. Doug is our safety manager for this project.
Thank you for keeping us safe, and I'm going to go meet Doug. So thanks so much.
All right, no problem.
We're in the heart of the construction project, going to the front lines to see exactly what Turner Construction does to make sure that everybody's safe. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so Doug, tell me some of the extreme situations that construction workers have to face.
First of all, construction workers face working in climates, whether hot or cold. Right, so we put measures in place to take care of our employees. Whether it's summertime, we have a program where we do a rest work method, and when its temperatures exceed 90 degrees and relative humidity is rather high, we take a break every 2 hours, right? And then along those breaks, we offer things like electrolyte replacements. So it's either a Squeecher freezer pops or a Squeecher drink stick. So it's more or less a Gatorade that we put in bottles, and we give that to employees to make sure that they can go through the heat of the day.
From what I understand, your safety first motto really stands out in the industry.
Correct. No, absolutely. Safety, we want safety to be a way of life, not just a set of rules, but a way of life. This is the way we maintain, and we're trying to create the culture for everyone to pick up and understand that, hey, you are someone, you're not just a number, you're not here just to come and put in work. So I value your life, I value what you come and do and provide for Turner Construction.
All right, I'm glad you're setting the standard so community can recognize just the investment that you're making here. So thank you so much for letting us join this site.
Thank you.
All right, and the preceding portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Turner Construction.
It's time for Coffee with Corey, brewed in part by Kroger.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, good morning, everybody.
Yes.
Our first story is going to be fantastic, right? So for starters, in honor of former President Jimmy Carter's 100th birthday, the White House unveiled a special sign on the lawn celebrating the 39th president. Well, it is the first time the American president has lived a full century and marks a milestone in the life that took the son of a Depression-era farmer to the White House. The Democrat served as president from 1977 to 1981 and then worked for more than 4 decades leading the Carter Center, which is a non-governmental organization that he and his wife co-founded in 1982. Rosalind Carter died last year at the age of 96. The former president has been in home hospice care for the past 19 months in Plains, Georgia. He is expected to mark his birthday in the same one-story home he and Rosalind built back in the early 1960s. How cool.
I'm telling you, I was so worried when Rosalind passed because you know how people are like a pair, and I was just so upset when she went. And then, because he came here and he would, for Habitat Humanity, help build homes in South Memphis, and
he gave back to so many.
And so he said he wants to vote in this election. So I'm just like watching everything, and so. Happy early 100.
I know.
Yes.
I think that's so awesome. Of course. That's amazing. Okay, so moving on. California now requires clothing companies to take back unwanted garments. So get this. Governor Gavin Newsom signed a first-in-the-nation bill into law over the weekend aimed at reducing clothing waste. This is a big deal, right? So more than 1 million tons of clothing and textiles were thrown away in 2021. While some people donate to thrift shops, when those stores can't sell the items, they are shipped to developing nations where they are piled into mountains 50 feet tall. The law requires that companies to take back the garments as well as towels, bedding, and drapery through collection sites at thrift stores by 2026. Now, the full clothing recycling program will be established by 2030. And I think this is a big deal because you have fast fashion, and then a lot of folks a lot of clothing, first of all, is not made properly, A, but B, I mean, it basically just goes to wasteland, and it's causing huge issues in our country, and then more so in other countries. And I think no matter who is the governor of whatever state, whatever party you are with, you should do something and don't let it just like go off to another country and cause them to have the problems as well.
Wow,
I mean, just
facts. I know that sometimes it's so inexpensive, it costs more to return it than it does, so you're confused. But I literally had a purge. Remember, 2 weeks ago, I just purged my closets, and so like on the left side of my bed right now is like
all the stuff
that I'm going to bring to Goodwill and others, and like suit people, there are places.
Can try to upcycle, and then also just proper reuse of being able to, and don't over purchase, and more so buy quality stuff that you can hold on to for a while. I mean, the fast fashion just kind of disintegrates, and more so it's just not good for the environment.
Yeah, it disintegrates literally. It's like, what's
There you
this?
go.
It's a little.
We want to do it the proper way. Okay, and finally, I've got a question for you. Can you party like it's 2 p.m.?
No, that's right. Right around when I start like falling off.
That's when I need a nap.
I'm like, siesta, baby, siesta.
I know, siesta time. Okay, well, there is a new trend that's getting really popular in Europe right now.
What?
So it's called daytime raving. Okay, the nightclub owners are realizing they can make money if they open their doors at off times, right? So they're offering early morning and afternoon events, and lots of people who don't like partying at night are taking advantage. So especially popular with stay-at-home parents. Okay, so here's a typical daytime rave, which would look like. It begins with a morning yoga session, but once the mats are put up, a DJ comes out and music begins pumping and the bar opens. Only that the bar isn't selling alcohol. It's more like coconut water. So some people are even starting their work days with a morning rave instead of hitting the gym before heading to work. So as I was like researching this, and I was like, wait, so the bar opens and these are stay-at-home parents, so the kids are at school, like, do you forget the kids because you partied too much? No, it's not like that. It's like healthy partying.
It's like fruit juice. I did one time in Miami go to Nikki Beach during the day, and
like
it was like I had a day party once, but it was like
But it is like that 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's like, can I get like a quick power nap and then reset and then get going for the second part of your day?
Yeah, us early morning folks, it's not happening.
Anything after 9 o'clock p.m. I was like, nah.
Like, wow, I'm getting there in like 7 and 8. I'm like, oh, it's time to go to bed.
Legit, yeah. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. Always talking to you, Corey. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, yes. We get more Corey tomorrow. Straight ahead, a look at some of the beauty trends on the rise. Plus, savvy shoppers are traveling far and wide to get the best deals. We're going to explain how and why coming up next. Seems like every day there's a new beauty trend, but which ones will work for you? We've taken the guesswork out of the search with the help of testing consumer site bestreviews.com. Karen Furstel is standing by with a look at some of the top trending beauty buys at the best prices in this week's Epic Discounts.
Hi, I'm Karen Furstel with bestreviews.com. Be sure to take out your phone right now and scan that QR code that is on your screen because we are going to unlock some really cool deals for beauty products today. Get ready to scan, shop, and save. The first one is by YouLike. This is a hair removal device. It is an IPL hair removal device that is going to save you a lot of time and money because you're not going to have to go to the salon. You're not going to have to go to the spa for those really painful waxing appointments. This works so well. The next product we have is one of my favorite brands called Butter. They are the gold standard in nail care. This is their cuticle exfoliator. So you're going to use this before a manicure or after a manicure to just keep the longevity and to keep your hands looking really youthful. It's a perfect product to really enhance your manicures and to keep your nails looking really clean and beautiful. And the final product we have is by Sweet Sweat. This is a waist trimmer. This is something you're gonna wear underneath your workout clothes, and it's gonna pull all that water and all those impurities and toxins out from your skin. You're gonna be left glowing and svelte and just looking really, really trim. It's a product that all the celebrities love, and they're especially using it right before the red carpet. Let's take a look at all three products right here. Take out your phone and scan that QR code to unlock all these deals. These are prices that you are not going to see in stores or anywhere else. Get ready to scan, shop, and save.
And Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products and where to buy them on our website, liveat9.tv. And once you're there, just click on the Marketplace tab and then epic discounts. And speaking of shopping, turns out shop till you drop is becoming more common for travelers who want to take home unique fashions. Tourists add to their closets while also supporting the local economy. In today's Travel Tuesday, CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette journeyed to two cities becoming more well known for their fashion flair.
Recent California State University Long Beach graduate Aina Ichiba is a sales associate for Betty Smith Jeans in Japan. The company holds workshops for customers, demonstrating how to add personal touches like labels and buttons to pre-made jeans.
You can actually experience putting them, like the buttons and the rivets, on yourself using the machine.
Betty Smith also offers custom denim clothing creation in the city of Kurashiki, a few hours west of Tokyo by train.
I do see that there is an increase in like tourists from around the world coming to Japan to seek denim products.
Betty Smith estimates more than half its customers travel from the U.S. Many tour the city's preserved historic area and can find authentic Japanese hospitality at Ryokan Kurashiki. The hotel offers a bathhouse, multi-course dinners, and traditional rooms in an 18th century building. Another popular stop, Jean Street, where tourists shop and snap photos of denim waving from above. Data from YouGov shows close to a fifth of global leisure travelers say they're mainly in it for the shopping.
If you're into secondhand clothes, Stockholm, Sweden wants you to shop like a local in its slow fashion district.
Slow fashion is basically sustainable fashion. I say secondhand, it's vintage, it's redesign. It could also be handicraft, like small businesses making new stuff.
Love this piece. Yeah. Owners of the Slow Fashion Hub say the world already has enough clothing to outfit 6 generations. New design. So slow fashion can help the environment. This hub is in Stockholm's new district, a natural fit in a country that embraces sustainability.
Let's create magic instead of landfills.
Tourists can rest their heads at the nearby Hotel Rival, owned by a former ABBA band member, where we also stayed for a special rate. The hub's owners are eager to see the creativity bursting from the neighborhood benefit the planet. Wendy Gillette, CBS News, Stockholm, Sweden.
We'll be right back. Team Go Jim Go kicked off this morning's ride in the Bartlett area. They are riding across Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas to raise money for Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. Let's check in now with how things are going with Chief Meteorologist Tyler Eliason.
We are kicking off day 5 of Go Jim Go in our 19th year. It is a wonderful start today because we were at one of our favorite schools, Bartlett Elementary! The Panthers here have been a part of Go Jim Go every single year for the 19 years, and we're so happy to have them back. Principal Stephen Body here. Stephen, just tell me real quick, you guys have been a part of this, as I said, for every single year. Why do you keep coming back and being a part of the Go Jim Go family?
Well, we know that it gives to families that need the help at Le Bonheur, and we have lots of students here who've also been through Le Bonheur.
There's always students. Every school we go to, there's always students that have been there. It impacts such a big part of our community. How did you guys raise the money this year?
We took donations from students and their families. And do you want to know how much we raised?
We'll do a little drum roll. Let's do a drum roll. You ready? Drum roll! Here we go! $7,200! Yes! That is amazing, Panthers. Well done. Get a quick picture.
All right, I just love those bicycle glasses. Okay, you can be part of Team Go Jim Go this year. Help us raise money for Le Bonheur Children's Hospital by donating right now. Great job out there, Panthers. Grab your phone right now, scan that QR code, or text Go Jim Go to the number 71777.
I think they're having a pretty good time. What do you think? Hey, tell you what, time now is almost 9:51, and across the Mid-South today, we'll see more and more in the way of sunshine. The view from the Gold Strike Skyview Camera Network certainly showing the mighty Mississippi River rising. I mentioned to you how I believe it's going to top out at about 6.5 feet by the end of the week. Compared to minus 10 feet last week, that's quite the rise. Here in the Mid-South today, I'm kind of awaiting for this clearing line to kind of push on through the area. Storm Tracker 3S will continue to keep a very close eye on this as the northerly winds are really beginning to kick in behind our latest cold front. So you may feel a slightly cooler breeze throughout the course of this afternoon. And over the next couple of days, some cooler air will really be felt. We're currently in the upper 60s and lower 70s. And while we could see mid 80s before the day is through, that'll be offset by these northerly breezes across the area as well. And then by daybreak tomorrow morning, we could drop all the way down into the lower 50s, maybe some upper 40s in the outlying areas. And then tomorrow, look at all of this sunshine and afternoon high temperatures that'll be climbing only into the mid and upper 70s throughout the afternoon. So tomorrow's weather is really looking spectacular behind cold front number 1. High pressure will continue to dominate our weather, and that's why it's going to be dry, calm, and stable through the middle of the week. Later in the week, some southerly winds may try to return to warm us up, but already looking at another cold front that'll try to move into the area over the weekend, and that in turn is going to be cooling us back down once again across the area. And that's really going to be welcome news. You'll see this pretty clearly on the 7 and 10 day forecast as temperatures for today are in the lower 80s and then upper 70s on Wednesday. And that next cold front moving into the area will arrive this weekend. And look at these numbers for next week. Mid 70s for highs and then mid 50s for overnight lows. It looks like, Kanji, the weather is going to be spectacular this weekend. You know, earlier we were talking about running around and races and all of those 5Ks. The Noah's Gift 5K is going to be this weekend down in Hernando, and then the following weekend you'll have the Water Tower 10K, which is the one you signed up for, I think. Anyway, what we do have more great weather ahead for all of those big outdoor events coming your way with temperatures back down in the mid 70s and lows in the mid 50s. So it's really looking spectacular weather-wise and cooperating for any and all of your big outdoor events, especially Go Jim Go for the next couple of days this week. As we just saw, they were having a great time.
Todd, you're such a card. You are killing me. It's so funny. All right, thank you for that. Billie Eilish announces more tour dates, and Prince Harry makes a rare visit back home. Naomi Rushim has your Eye on Entertainment report.
The first teaser is out for the highly anticipated new Netflix series No Good Deed, starring Lisa Kudrow and Ray Romano. The two play a couple trying to unload their 1920s Spanish-style villa in LA. But as the bidding war begins, they struggle to hide the dark and dangerous secrets lingering inside. No Good Deed premieres on Netflix December 12th. Billie Eilish is adding 2 more shows to her North American tour. The sold-out Hit Me Hard and Soft tour kicked off Sunday in Quebec City, and now the pop sensation has added 2 additional December dates at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles. Pre-sales for the new shows begin today. General tickets go on sale Wednesday. And Prince Harry made a rare visit to the UK Monday, speaking at a charity event benefiting seriously ill children and their caregivers.
For many of us, it is a daily life that we can hardly imagine. And yet somehow, the young people I meet are always smiling. And in every room they walk into, seemingly lights up with warmth and positivity. So, keep being you. You've got this, and we've got you.
The Duke of Sussex was there without his wife, Meghan Markle. They gave up their royal duties in 2020 when they moved to the U.S. to focus on entertainment and charitable projects. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
We'd like to thank you for joining us for Live at 9. Coming up tomorrow on our show, we are talking about the future of manufacturing with medical device maker Smith & Nephew's Nikki Barnes, who is sharing all the insider perks of pursuing a career in the growing industry as part of National Manufacturing Day. Then, get ready for a bilingual adventure as we go behind the scenes of Casa Teatro Bilingual Theater. The theater group's new show is taking us on a tour of Latin America, so that'll be fun. And Memphis music maven Lil Rounds is offering a special invitation to the community. So join us for a full hour of inspiring stories, live guests, and a special musical performance, plus your top news, weather with Todd Demers, and tomorrow's trending topics in Coffee with Corey. And of course, we want to hear from you. Email your segment ideas to live@9@WREG.com. You can also visit our website to catch up on anything you may have missed. Just go online. It ends with .tv. That's live@9.tv. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning. Until then, have a great day. One content segment during Live at 9 was paid for by Turner Construction.